Hey everyone, good morning, good night, good afternoon, whatever it is. For me, it's the morning in my Minecraft world, but it's actually, oh, check my sound, but it's actually quite late in the night, and I figured I better get a video out because it's been a while. And I know I've got some comments, people are like, please continue. Uh, I will. I will be continuing with Adventure Time Craft, starting on the new season pretty soon. I've got some ideas, some things I want to do. But I do want to play some Feed the Beast, and this is what I've been playing mostly because it's really, really fun. I just am enjoying myself. It's kind of relaxing in a way. I can come on here. I've got this nice, calming place to come back to. There are things trying to kill me in the night, but during the day, I'm mostly safe. Today, I want to start work on getting this building set up and finalized and finished, and all the things that should have been done with it a long time ago. It's kind of not really a whole lot going on in here. And that has to do with this new area down here that I've set up. Pretty cool, right? I dug it out and I left this grass because I'm not sure what I want to do with it, but it's grass for now. I might make it into this stuff. So if you can see from the tooltip, this is called Abyssal Block. I've been looking for it for quite a while actually, and there's a little waypoint down there where I found it. So Abyssal blocks as well as some other blocks, we'll look those up real quick because I do want to look at them. Where are they? Okay, so Railcraft, if you're not familiar with Railcraft, it's a mod that adds a bunch of minecart stuff, different types of tracks, and adds some power, some different types of things you can add to minecarts. Lots of people use things from Railcraft if they're playing Feed the Beast without actually realizing that it's actually from Railcraft. Stuff like the World Anchor and steam engines. Steam is all from here, as well as the steel tanks and the iron tanks, which are really useful for storing liquids. If they added some new blocks in here, and that's actually what the this quarried stone is. So I've got the quarried block and then the fitted quarried stone. And that's also what these abyssal blocks and fitted abyssal blocks are from. There's a couple of others. If I look through here, I can spot them. They're on the next page. Including the infernal block, the bloodstained block, the sandy block, beached stone block, and then of course quarried, and the frostbound block. And they're made different ways. The infernal block is made with soul sand and nether brick. The bloodstained block is made with sandstone, smooth sandstone specifically, and some sort of meat. In this case, either raw beef or rotten flesh. And then the sandy block is made using 2 bricks and 2 sand. And then we've got the bleached stone, which is the bleached bone block. Say that 5 times fast. Which is you use bricks and then bone meal. So it's a good way to use up bone meal. It's a good way to use up, if you make this stuff, it's a good way to use up the rotten flesh that you might have. If you've got like a mob grinder of some sort, you probably have a ton of this. So you can use it to make these really cool blocks. They can be crafted into a lot of different variations. Like if we look over here, there are half slabs. Up here we've got stone stairs, and then we've got regular blocks up here. And then there's a couple of other ones, a couple of other variants. There's some netherrack. What we're going to do down here is set up an area to store all our items. This is going to be our data center of sorts. But unlike the NSA, we're not going to store all of the American citizens' personal information, as well as citizens around the world, without their consent or warrant. We're going to be storing items, which is a lot less sinister and far more legal as well. So let's get up here and kind of plan some things out. First of all, we're going to have to grab everything from over here. All of these items, all these blocks, they're all getting moved, and they're going to be in my data center from now on. So we're going to have to do something with all of this. I don't think it'll pick up... Oh, never mind, it will. Sweet. We can grab it with like that. We're going to need... I'm going to hit R and sort my inventory. And we're going to pull all of these guys out. So we've got nothing in here. I've got basically all of my inventory just stored in these guys, so it would be really bad if I were to die right now. I would basically lose everything. And I'm going to grab all of this stuff as well. And this is just shift-clicking with the thermal expansion wrench. And I'll grab you guys as well. Well, I will take one of you with me. I only need one. So I'll put you right here. I'll come back for you later. The rest of the stuff can stay temporarily. I need to... Oh, shoot. I forgot. I was making these things. Untuned tesseracts. Oh, no. I may have jumped the gun. I think I did jump the gun. Okay. Sorry about that. We need to plunk down some things again. Because we actually need to make... Or do I? You know what? Never mind. We don't need... No, we don't. We don't even need these. I'm going to put these in a chest. We're not even going to worry about that. I forgot I do have another energy tesseract. It's over here. And there we go. Another thing I've been doing is making steel, just kind of with the energy I've got laying around. Charge my jetpack. Doesn't need that much charge. And let's head back downstairs again. Let's look at this. Okay, so the centerpiece of our network is the ME controller. This is where the entire network is going to receive from, or get power from, or whatever we want to say. So let's put you right here. Okay, so that's the ME controller. We're going to put an energy tesseract on top of it and feed it power from our main power source. Okay, so it has power now. And that means we can run our network. Right now, it's using 6 units of energy per tick. And it's using up MJs. It's not actually using 6 MJs, it's using a certain amount. I don't know what it is. I think it's 5 MJs or 5 energy units is 1 MJ. So I'm not really sure exactly how much it's using. But anyways, the next thing we need to do is hook up our wires. Oh, they changed how it looks. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're going to put these guys... How are we going to do this? I think I'm going to stack them like this, maybe? And then kind of have them go from there. I think it might do that. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to work it. So I'm going to go ahead and throw all these guys back in here. There we go. And I'm going to pop on an access terminal just temporarily. Down the road we won't actually have this here. So we can access all of our items again straight from here. There we go. That's pretty cool, but it's not exactly what we need. We do need to do the next step, which is making sure that we can access from the access terminal all over our base. And the simplest way to do that would be to wire the ME cable all over the place. And I say that's simple. It's actually a little costly to do that. But what we can do is, I think if you use a redstone signal, and this is kind of experimental for me, it's something I haven't really tried out. If you hook up a redstone signal, I believe you can shut off... Oh, I don't have any cobblestone in here. May have to go grab some cobblestone. Basically, you can shut off the system. Oh, I have some right in here. There we go. Got like 900 of it. That's a lot of cobblestone. I don't even know what all that is doing in there. Pretty sure... you can shut off or disable an ME cable. Or I thought you could. Maybe I was wrong. No, you can't. So I'm using more energy units for each cable that I hook up, and if I were to just start hooking up cables like a madman, and these will break correctly, right? I'm not gonna screw myself over by doing this, am I? No, I'm good. Okay, if I just hook these guys up even care. So let's just say I hooked it up way over here. If we go back to this and check it out, we're going to see that we're using up... Oh, cool, check that out. So it's actually not even using up that much more energy. Like, it went up from 12 units per tick to 14. That's really not that much. It's a pretty inconsequential amount. If you look at like the total amount of energy that you're using in the entire system, especially when you hook up a molecular assembler chamber, it's really not that much. It's not too costly to actually wire something all the way over there. So what we'll probably do is hook up an access terminal somewhere up on this floor. I don't know exactly where, but somewhere. But that's something we can get to in a bit. In the meantime, we need to also create a couple more things. One of them is the assembler chamber, and we'll have to get to that as well in due time. The other one is hooking up our wiring for the blocks above us. Like this guy. He's going to need to get wired. Industrial blast furnace. As well as all my other Greg Tech stuff over here, or industrial craft stuff over here. And then my thermal expansion blocks, which are still back there. So everything's going to be wired from this point to all of the other points. So I'm gonna link some cables together, and we'll see what that looks like. I am really not sure what's going on here. It seems like there's a creeper inside this blue slime. Oh, I wonder if it'll explode. I guess there's a good chance of that. Oh, it's free. Ooh, actually, it was like stuck in it. Get out of here. Slimes. They sure do like propagating in here. Get out of here. Get. Interesting. Probably shouldn't have dug that out. I was going to use that room for something else, and then I decided not to. Anyways, I did some mining, well, some configuring. Basically, what I want to do is hook up my thermal expansion stuff to do some auto processing, just a little bit, not a whole lot. To do that, I'm going to need two things. First, an ME interface for every block that I want to interface with, and secondly, an ME export bus. And maybe before we even get to all that, it's time to look at actually making an an ME assembler containment wall. We need, let's see, 9, 18, 22 of these guys. So that's like quite a bit of gold. We need 22 of these, and then we need so many heat vents, and then we need some other things to make an ME assembler. So I need heat vents as well. Just want to look at that real quick. Okay, that's what I thought it was. So we're going to need heat vents, and we're also going to need the assembling, I think it's called the pattern encoder. The pattern provider, and we'll need one of these as well. Then we'll need a pattern encoder, which takes a bunch of these guys. It's a little on the more expensive side, so let's actually get everything up there, so we can just do everything up there. Right from here, as long as I have my quartz cutting knife. Probably don't want you, don't want you, don't want you, you, or really any of this stuff. Oop, what's happening? Oh, I must be full. Neat. Okay. So let's take out some gold and quite a bit of iron. We're going to need some silicon. Do we have any? And we do. We need probably more, so I'll get all the quartz dust. And this quartz. And I don't think I need any of it, unless I need the... Oh shoot, I think I do. Not for this, but for the... Yeah, I do. Oh, boy. Let's get 5 of that. And then we've got the redstone already. So first thing we've got to do is make sure this furnace does not run. And then we need to pulverize some of these guys. Follow that up with a crafting bench. Very vanilla recipe, but I need one like right next to me. There we go. I could make a crafting terminal, I just don't have one yet. So if you're more familiar with this and you're wondering why I haven't made a crafting terminal, that's why. I just haven't gotten to it. Would make my life a lot easier. Okay, let me out of the menu. Okay, got that. Get you out. Put those guys in. Now we need to make the flux dust. Important crafting recipe. You need it to make the ME cables. Follow that up. Let's see, we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 of these. So I can go ahead and make 2 more, because we are going to need them. Get out of there. One, 2. Wait for that briefly. We basically need 5 of these processors. There's quite a few of them, and it's somewhat tedious to actually get them. But that's all going to change when we're done with this. No more. Okay, next. Clear my inventory a bit more. And get rid of you, get rid of you. You and you. Grab the rest of these guys. Alright. So we need 1, 2, 3. So we'll need 3 of the conversion matrices. And these take nether quartz, quartz dust, some iron. Yeah, we should be... Oh no, they do take regular nether quartz, don't they? Quartz. And we need 3 of them. Sorry about this being more of a crafting episode. I feel like recording some episodes where I just craft things, kind of walk through the process of getting materials together. Some episodes where I do other things. Try to mix it up a little bit. Trying to find a niche for this channel, or this series, more so than the channel. So the next one is the advanced processor, which does take a diamond. Down to 15 diamonds right now. And oh shoot, I don't have silicon. I have no silicon. Okay. Silicon. Gold, or shoot, not gold. Diamond. 2 redstone, and continue using this quartz cutting knife. There we go. Throw those in the furnace, or throw that in the furnace. And get an advanced processor. Okay. I'm gonna do a little skipping ahead. Alright, so here is the key of the whole thing, the ME pattern provider. What this is going to do is it's going to let me craft things remotely, automatically, and with my input, and then store a bunch of those crafting recipes. This isn't the only component we're going to need. We're going to need some more, but the pattern provider is, of course, probably the most crucial piece, so I'm going to grab that. The next thing we do need is a pattern encoder, which isn't too hard to make. Oh, we need something else. Yeah, another one of these. Thought I was forgetting something. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So that is that. Okay, so we got the pattern encoder and the pattern provider. Sun's going down, don't care. These guys can go downstairs, but we also have to make something else. 2 other blocks. They're called the... Actually, we looked at them earlier. The assembling containment wall and then the heat vents. These take a lot. And like I said, we need, what, 22 of them? So go ahead and make those. Right, what do we need for this? Yeah. And even this won't be enough. So much material's gone. Let's grab some more iron. All my precious, precious materials vanishing before my eyes. We need 12. There it is, 22. And then we need the heat vents. Heat vent. And we're gonna need 6 of these. 1 for each side. So we need the iron bars, the iron, and the more cables. We've got the cables, that's good. We need the iron bars. I don't think I have any. Yes, I do. Sweet. And we do have everything else for them, right? This isn't going to be enough. We need more. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Don't tell me. Oh, Greg Tech. Greg Tech strikes again. We need a wrench for this. I will go ahead and make those and I'll be back momentarily. Alright, let's put this baby together. Finally. Okay, we're going to put it over here, I think. Maybe we'll recess it into the floor. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I do have enough cable to reach, right? Yeah, I've got 7. More than enough. Okay, so the heat vents go on each of the sides. And then these guys go all the way around the containment wall. They form the frame of what we're trying to make here. And then heat vent, heat vent, heat vent, and then in the very center, the ME pattern provider, and then another heat vent. And you can see that it changes texture. This is the ME molecular assembler chamber, and it can be filled with a certain type of item called what is it called? An ME encoded pattern. So an ME encoded pattern, or ME blank pattern, is made using some glowstone, some quartz, some iron, and some glass. And we're going to encode it using the pattern encoder. We're going to stick this guy actually upstairs because it's really nice to have. There's a skeleton over there. And I actually made 2 more containment walls than I needed to, so my math must be wrong. Put you right here. Are you connected? Actually, it doesn't even need to be connected, I forgot. This doesn't need to be connected to anything. Let's go ahead and make one recipe. The most important recipe you want to make with this thing. You want to make it right away as soon as you make it, because there's really no reason not to. And that is 2, 3. So the glass, and then we need the glowstone. We do have glowstone. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 iron as well. Did I put my iron? Oh, I put my iron back in there. Silly me. 1, 2, 3. Keep forgetting the recipe. There we go. Right. Okay, so this is the blank pattern. And what you do is you put it in here, and you can either hit clear or encode. If it's got a recipe on it, if you hit clear, it'll clear. Otherwise, you put a recipe in here, you hit encode, and it takes on that recipe. So we're going to do something really simple and actually give it the recipe to make itself. Because we're going to make more of these things inevitably, so why not just start it off by making it able to create more copies of itself. and hopefully it doesn't start self-replicating and take over the world, but should be okay. And here, excuse me, I feel my voice going out. Oh, you know what I forgot? Totally forgot it. Every time. Shoot, what am I doing? Whew. You know what? I just about crafted it straight up, and I don't even need to do that. Here's what we do. We go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. So now that it's detected that there's a recipe, we have it in here. If we hit encode, this is a blank pattern, or this is a encoded pattern that crafts an ME blank pattern using those materials. So we'll pull that out. Okay, we can clear this, whatever, it doesn't matter now. And we can go down here. And we can just go ahead and stuff it right in this guy. There we go. Now if you're looking at this, oh, I guess you can't do that anymore. It used to be in the past if you held shift, it would show you what this crafted, but I guess it doesn't do that. Whatever. We need to hook this guy up. And just like all the other ME blocks, he just connects right to it. And there we go. He is connected. If we look in here, we're now using much more energy, or actually it's only like one more unit. Whatever. You can see that we're using the molecular assembler chamber with the 20 containment walls, the 6 heat vents, and the 1 pattern provider, or the, yeah, pattern provider. Okay, so here's where the real magic happens. If I go up here, access this, and then I say, okay, I want to have an ME, there it is, the blank pattern. Now I don't have any in my system right now. There aren't any in here. But I could tell it to make one if I wanted. So I want you to make one for me. And there it is. I have another one. You know, and now I don't have any. So it tells me, okay, you've got one in the system, but if I pull it out, it says I can craft more. So if I wanted to, I could craft more of them because it knows how to craft them. And now I can go in here, I can encode this as something else, throw this back into my containment center, and I'm good to go. Next episode, we're going to talk about automating more complex recipes. Right now I can automate basically any recipe that I have materials in here to make, but more complex things, say something that I might not have a material in here for, will take a little bit of ingenuity and some extra blocks, but I'm still in the process of moving, so I'll probably do some more off-camera stuff, and then we'll come back next episode and we'll have some really cool things going on. So, sorry for being a little quiet this episode. Everyone's asleep in my house. I don't want to wake them, but I did want to record an episode. So, throwing that out there. I hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time then.